Hey guys, what's going on? So as you've heard, Apple have recently released the Apple Watch Series 6 and SE edition. So they've also released some new bands, and as you can see here, this is the braided solo loop and this is the silicone solo loop. So this is a completely new band. It's got no class like the normal sport band. So this silicone solo loop here is going to be very similar to the normal sport band if you've got one of those already. And this one here I've heard is a little bit similar to the current sport loop, which is a nylon material. But this one here that came out with the Series 6 is a new recycled yarn with silicone threads in it apparently. So the problem with these, you don't have any options with sizing. So you have to purchase the right size to start with. You have no choice later on. You do have the 2-week return policy. If it doesn't fit, you can take it back and swap it. But we're just gonna do a quick run through of how to get the right size for the solo loop bands. So if you scroll through the Apple Store down to watch, just here, and you scroll down to bands, the first one that comes up is the new solo loop here, and then there's the braided solo loop. So you can click on any of these to print out this size guide that Apple provides. So we'll just click on the black silicone one here. We've got a 44mm. That doesn't matter, so we'll just go straight to start your band measurement. Okay, so if you don't have a printer and able to print that out, you can use household objects if you click on this here, and I'll run you through how to measure your wrist using household objects. So like a piece of string or a bit of tape, and then you can wrap the string around your wrist and then lay it down onto a ruler and measure it. But for today's guide, we're going to print the printable tool. So all you have to do is click on that printable tool, scroll down to print, and it'll pop up. And then what you have to make sure of is that you print this at 100%. You can't scale it down to fit or any other options like that. I'm just fortunate enough here on my Brother printer, when I hit print, it's come out at exactly 100%. So we'll just hit cancel on that, and we'll have a look at this guide here now. So once you've printed it, you want to get any standard credit card, driver's license, anything you got. I've just got a rewards card here from Zarafas. Now you want to place that in the box provided, and you should see that it will be the perfect size around that black border there. So once you've done that, make sure the scale's right, because otherwise it'll throw all these measurements along the guide out. Then you want to cut your tool, your measuring tool out. I've already printed another one and got it cut out here, ready to go. So like it says, you want to make sure it's printed at 100%. Do not scale to fit. To make sure you're printed at 100%, place your credit card in the box below. If it's an exact fit, you're good to go. Then cut out the tool, wrap it tightly around your wrist. So this has just been changed recently by Apple because there was so many people purchasing the wrong size bands. So you want to wrap it tightly around your wrist, not like how you would like it to be. It's got to be tight. Where you typically wear your watch. So I don't know about anyone else, but when I take my watch off, I've got a distinctive band mark there where I wear my watch. So it's pretty easy for a guide. Then you can use the tape to hold the wider part in place. So you can put a little bit of tape on this top part here to hold it onto your arm. Make sure the tool feels snug and doesn't slide up and down your wrist when you're doing it. Now, you want to note the number the arrows point to. So when you wrap it around your wrist, you'll see these arrows point to one of these specific numbers here, as in the diagrams. If the arrow points to a line, choose the smaller of the two numbers closest to the line. Okay, so we'll do a demo on my arm now. So I'll just remove my current Apple Watch and Sport Band. and we'll place the tool on there. You can use a piece of tape to hold that in place, but I don't think I'm going to need to for this. And then you want to wrap that around your hand like that. Now that's exactly in the position I wear my watch, and you can see that's wrapped around pretty tight. You can see my skin's bulging a little bit there on the top. So it's saying that I am right on the line of 6 and 7. So for me, according to the instructions, I need to go to a size 6. So I will purchase a size 6 and see how we go. But that's a basic rundown of how you need to measure your hand to allow for the solo loop to fit right. I have heard some people going down 2 sizes from where they are. I don't know whether that's going to be necessary. I will be trying some bands on at the Apple store before I purchase, so just to make sure that I'm going to purchase the right one. I don't want to get the wrong one and get home and go, oh, that's not quite right. I need a little bit smaller, or I need a little bit bigger. So there's a bit of a guide, guys, to help you try and measure your solo loop bands before you purchase. The good news is that Apple has changed its policy for returning if you purchase a watch with a solo loop, you used to have to return the entire watch and the band, so the whole package, because they saw it as a set. Whereas now they're allowing you to return just the band to change the size. So that's good news. You won't have to wait for another watch to come into stock if it was a popular one. But yeah, so I hope this helps anyone that's trying to size up a solo loop band. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.